Hey, Lucifer. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. How's it going? Hey, guys. Sorry, just setting everything up, making sure everything's working properly. Had some issues with the YouTube stream yesterday, so I just want to make sure everything's going smooth there. Yo, bro. Hope your day has been amazing so far. Pretty good so far, man, but just started. Got everybody out the door, got the wife to work, and kiddo to school. Got my coffee, just had a little breakfast, so not too bad. How's your day going, Balu? Our our BIS master crafter. All right, I think everything's up and going. So, main goal today is to try to get some jewelry upgrades. So I set up a bunch of prophecies for rings and amulet. I'd really like to get an exalted crit multi amulet. So we're hoping to get that done, and then just pushing corruption. Hopefully we can at least push over 900 today, and then that way tomorrow we can try to get to 1,000. So beginning of stream is going to be always a lot of drops because that's when I always have all my prophecies set up. So hopefully we can get some juicers and get some crafting done. Nice, my day so far is good. Had to do some IRL today. It's 1800 in Sweden, so it's way later here. Oh shit, dude. Balu, what time do you stay up, man? You're on my stream almost the entire time, I feel like. So you gotta be staying up till super early in the morning, man. I didn't know you're in Sweden, though. That's cool. I would love to go to Sweden. That's one of the places I would really like to visit. Seems pretty cool over there. Alright. We're getting to that week after launch time frame where my back is killing me, so I'm gonna take some Advil real quick. Is running Flame Surge better than Snap Freeze, or we lost damage because we need to give up another skill? I feel really slow right now. I think Flame Surge is the way to go, Typhon. So I'm gonna be running Flame Surge again today. I think that's the move, man. It gives you so much damage reduction, and it makes you so much faster. So yeah, I think that's the play. My sleeping schedule has been kind of cooked. Well, if you ever visit, I'm your tour guide. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that'd be super fun. I need to figure out my my passport though. I don't think it's valid right now. So we almost went to Mexico this year, but then some stuff fell through. But yeah, I need to balance my my passport, make sure everything's up to date. Yeah, what mods we got? Probably head over this way. Not too bad. Can you show me the flame rush? Typhon, if you just put exclamation point build, I actually updated it on the build command already. So it's not up to date on the YouTube videos yet, because I'm going to make a full update video in a few days once we can hopefully get past 1,000 corruption. But I did update it on the build command. Alright boys, let's see if we can get a fuck ton of jewelry dropping. I set up so many prophecies with like the double prophecy rewards, and make them like last twice as long. So it should be pretty juiced. It's up, Nuclear. How's it going, man? Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, I was getting asked enough that I'm like, I should just update the build planner a little bit. We changed some of our like stat priorities and stuff over time as we have been figuring out the build, and we had a new tree in there, and people kept asking questions. So I'm like, yeah, I should just update that. And then I'll get everyone else sorted on YouTube side once I do the full update. Pick up the boots. There we go. Don't know how it is in the US, but fixing passports in Sweden is so rough. There's like no bookings for months. Yeah, it's a couple month process typically, depending on what state you live in. Also, I started empowered monos at 76 and spammed the dragon all I did when I got my first Twisted Heart level 97. Dude, that's rough, man. I'm sorry, Balu. Hey, Just We, thanks for the sub on YouTube, man. I appreciate that. How's it going? Alright, we need to get more glyphs, so I'm gonna keep crushing out these experimental mods. T6 gloves, okay. We'll do a crafting session once we fill up our inventory. Couple body armors? Ooh, I want that 1 LP Prism Guardian, or Prism Wraps. That's pretty good. But now I have one at least. Hell yeah, I can't complain after that. Yeah, that's true. You got like probably one of the best items in the game. All I did was unfrostable guys, so you don't freak out. Since you saw me level something, I just dropped one of the ward points, and just for the extra haste duration. So I mainly wanted this node. So we're just getting the extra point there. All right, so we got dodge node, increase health, and go this way. No sound. Rendemus, is it my audio that's not coming through on YouTube? Or is it the game sound that's not coming through? Here, I'll type it out since you can't hear me, probably. God, man, I don't know what broke with YouTube since my computer crashed. But holy fuck. Hey, wanted to ask if you knew any good Druid builds, please. Okay, it's just the game sound. That's really weird, man. I don't want to turn it up too much louder because I don't want it to overpower anything. It might be because the music's up just slightly louder. Let me try turning the music down just a little bit and see if that helps. Okay, let's try to get it right at the enter there. So, there we go. All right, let me know if that helps, man. Yo, I'm loving your build. Hell yeah, Prime. I'm glad you're liking it, dude. Thanks for being here. Yeah, hey, wanted to ask if you knew any good Druid builds. Good Druid builds in 1.0. I'm gonna be honest, Throw. I haven't followed it too much. I skipped through a lot of the Primalist stuff on the patch notes, Primalist and Rogue, just because I don't really enjoy playing Primalist and Rogue. So at least what used to be really good was Cold Dot Werebear. I don't know if it ended up getting any nerfs. Let's see. Hold on. Let me check out one of my buddies' YouTubes that does really solid content because he kind of does a little bit of everything. Where I'm more caster related. So let me see if he posted anything, and then I'll give you his channel name. So you want some Druid? He's got a Shaman build. Bum 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 bum. Just sense the patch. What has he got on this build guide? That's gonna be sorcerer. There we go. Right here. This one's pretty solid, man. So this is from my buddy Dread. So I would check that out. That's his Cold Dot Werebear. So he's the original creator of that build, and it should be pretty solid. Hey, what's up, Codus? Dread has a good Cold Dot. Okay, yeah. I saw the one from 8 days ago. I just wanted to make sure it was updated. You don't hear any music either, so it's not pulling anything from the web browser. Honestly, it's probably better that it doesn't pull the music. It's all like DMCA, but YouTube is so bitchy about music, man. So that's probably better, honestly. I'm sorry if there's no game sound. Hopefully it's not too bad. I can try to figure it out later. It's just, yeah, YouTube since yesterday just started giving me so many problems. I don't know what happened. If you don't have a sound software, I really recommend VB Audio Voice Meter. Banana lets you chance audio for stream only. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, man. Can you whisper that to me on Twitch, Balu? Just so I don't lose it. Swarmblade Frostblight. Yeah, there's some good Swarmblade builds too. I honestly thought you were playing without in-game sound. What? Really? That's so weird. Yeah, it's coming through on my end, and it should just be pulling all the audio that comes through to my headset to the stream. So it must be blocking something. I don't know. Thanks, but to be honest, Druid feels like a downgrade from Mage. Druid can be strong. Druid can be strong. I feel like it requires a lot more gear to get going. Hey, Mad Lad, how are you doing today? Also, did you end up reaching a conclusion on which version of the build is best? Yeah, Wrecked. We're gonna be playing Flame Rush. Flame Rush is OP. It's too much damage reduction to pass up for, especially on those dots. And the amount of movement I get from it too is just insane, dude. Yeah, so that's gonna be the final verdict. I did update the build plan guide or command on Twitch. So if you use !command or God, dude, it's early. !build. That's up to date with what I plan on doing. And then I'll do a very in-depth, full like update build guide here in a few days. I just really want to try to reach my goal of hitting at least like 1,000 corruption. So once we're at that point, then I'll make the very in-depth guide, and it'll kind of go over everything, all different skills again, going over all the passives, uniques, loot filter, where to farm everything. So I'm probably gonna make like a fucking 45-minute video with just a shit ton of timestamps once I'm done. Dude, you can get so much ward from those ward pass-through nodes on Frostwall. Especially in this arena where you can get like everybody to go through your Frostwall. Doing your build too. Ladle has escaped me for 3 days now. The Ladle's a bitch, man. Yeah, there's a couple like more min-max like unique stuff to get. That's a little bit harder to farm. That's the only like big downside on the build is like pushing that super high end. Yeah, you do kind of need some rough uniques to get. Yeah, no game sound for YouTube. No big deal though. Your voice is all the music anyway. Thanks, Godus. Thanks. Hi, bro. I have a question at the moment. I'm running Sorcerer Lightning Blast and I'm using Frostwall, but the cooldown 12 seconds completely killing my build, and I don't really know what to do. Any advice, please? Misfix. So that is because you were taking a node that got a massive nerf on Frostwall. So you need to drop this node right here. The prepared wards. So what it used to do is it used to give you flame ward every time you pass through a fresh Frostwall. So you could literally just go Frostwall, Flame Ward, Frostwall, Flame Ward, Frostwall, Flame Ward, and you just had infinite Flame Wards and those bursts of the ward it gives you, and it was super broken. So they nerfed that, and how they nerfed it was by giving Frostwall a 12-second cooldown, and then it also shares a cooldown with Flame Ward. So if you ever casted Flame Ward, it would automatically put Frostwall on a cooldown. So uncheck this, man. I don't think any build is worth taking this unless you're doing like some kind of weird support mage for your group where you're trying to give them Flame Ward. So yeah, just take that out, and that should help you out with that, bro. Hi, can I have the strict loot filter? Leon, yeah. Yeah, I got you, man. Let me get that. I have to set up the paste bin again. So let me do that really fast. It'll just take me a second here, guys. Once I set it up once for the stream, I should be good. Yeah, I just want to make sure, dude. Yeah, just make sure you have all exalted items before you're using this. So I would not recommend touching. Oh, you have block whispers on, Leon. So unblock your whispers on Twitch, and then let me know when that's done, and then I'll give that to you. Sup? Hey, what's up, man? Welcome, dude. I appreciate you being here. Perfect, thanks. Yeah, no worries. How's it going, Majub? Man, Flame Rush is like 10 times better for farming. Holy, yeah, it is, dude. He's on, I'm on, 1 more minute, and I'm locked in. Hey, Alex, what's up, dude? It's slam day? Aw, what are you slamming, dude? What are you slamming? Majub, thanks for the follow, dude. How's it going, man? Have you already started a build, or is this like your second build you're looking at? Hello, bro. You have a guide for this build? I do, Kato. So I made some YouTube videos going over the mechanics and like an update video just showing where to farm all the uniques. So just check out the videos on YouTube. And then if you want to see my most up-to-date setup, I would head over to my Twitch and put an exclamation point build. That will give you my up-to-date build planner. I'm planning on doing another like super in-depth video here in a few days. I'm just trying to push over to 1,000 corruption first to make sure that I can get that far. Thanks, bro. Yeah, of course, Mystic. Of course, man. Hey, Merlin. Welcome, dude. I appreciate you being here, my guy. Thank you, thank you. All the homies watching on YouTube with the thumbs up. Yeah, dude, the thumbs up help the algorithm for sure. It helps it post over to the recommended for other people's YouTube. So if you guys haven't yet and you're on YouTube, liking the video really helps out, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's not too many of the OG guys left from LE, man. Most of them are signed on max roll, with the exception of like Dread and Perry, who are able to just kind of independently do their own thing. We're a dying breed. All these PoE guys are coming over. It's good to have them though. It helps bring a lot of attention to the game. So I'm happy to have the PoE guys here and be able to teach them a few things. Ooh, we got some drops. Yeah, guys, we set up a whole bunch of prophecies for jewelry today. So like amulets and rings. I would really like to upgrade those. My amulet sucks ass. It's just like hard carrying my fizz res. So I need to get that fixed. I need an exalted crit multi amulet. Nice real thanks. Yeah, no worries, Kato. If the streamer has a tub emote, they're valid. If you know, you know. That's true. That's true. All the OG guys have some weird ass hot tub emote set up with like their logo in it. By the way, the relic is a game changer wise. Wonder if the belt would be a huge too. By the way, do you still have the ×2 chance to bleed idols? No, randoms. I did change that. So going into the patch, they ended up changing the ladle to have a stack of only 8 negative modifiers. So we ended up getting a lot more free room on our gear and our idols and the blessings. So I downgraded a lot of the ailments that we're applying because we didn't really need them anymore. So we're able to get like a lot more res on our gear and a lot more damage nodes and cast speed on our idols. So that's what we ended up changing. So now I'm just running like 4 cast speed res idols and some like ward retention idols. And also, to question, my current armor is 2,000 ward, 141 ward retention, 300% health, 1,400. Keep dying on boss fights. What shall I focus on, ward or armor? Thanks in advance. So when it comes to ward isn't really going to compete with like armor stats. So you get all your ward retention mainly from like stacking intellect. So I've got 136 intellect, so that gives me a lot of ward retention. The only other place we're getting like direct ward retention on is some passives on the tree and like these idols right here that give ward retention, which you can't really get armor on anyways. And then we're getting a whole bunch of armor from like our passive abilities. So we get like 800 armor from our flame ward. We get a little bit of armor on like the our bases, and then like on the reduced, why is it fucking bugging out? On like the reduced damage taken from critical strikes rolls, they'll have some like bonus armor on there. So we get a little bit of armor there. So we end up getting like a decent amount. So I'm at like 54% armor right now. So it's a pretty good mitigation. So that's what I would focus on. Just try to get intellect everywhere, especially exalted intellect. So you can notice I have exalted intellect on almost every single piece that can get exalted intellect with this, except this one. So that's the main goal. And then eventually, if you can get a pair of gloves that gives you armor mitigation, also applies to damage over time, that really helps against like super high corruption. So I hope that helps you. I see. Thanks. Yeah, no worries, man. If I'm running Lightning Frostclaw, do I still need Enigma? I don't know, Hansel. I don't know if they're scaling the Lightning Blast damage or if they're scaling Spark Charge damage. So Enigma is only if you're scaling Spark Charge damage, which is how I'm scaling all my damage. So yeah, I would just you'd have to check the build guide for that. Hey, Furious, the build commands don't work on YouTube, but I have build guides on YouTube, and in the video description, you can see the build planners there. Or if you did want to head over to Twitch, all of the stuff works there, man. Sorry, guys, a lot of people jumping in right at the beginning of the stream. I just want to make sure we get everybody. Is it in any cap for ward? No, you can technically progress it as far as you can find the gear, so you can get some insane stuff. There's some like paladins that are able to get like 30k ward. Thanks for all the info. Yeah, no worries, no. Okay, it's unlocked. All right, cool. Let me send that over to Leon real quick, guys. It should still be on there. Okay. There you go, my guy. Hope that helps. Did you get any heart with LP2 or more? No, dude, I'm still running a T5 crit multi-heart right now. Linked you the name of the program in the video. Okay, cool. Thank you, man. Is your planner updated? Yes, on the Twitch command, it's updated. So if you just type in ! build, that one is up to date with the Flame Rush changes. Yo, Loaf, how's it going? Crazy seeing the build reach 839. Hey, man, we're still going. We're still going, buddy. But yeah, it is nuts, dude. Every time I think we're gonna hit a wall, the build just keeps trucking. I got my other build like already theorycraft and ready to go because I'm like, man, we're probably gonna hit that wall any day. And I'm like, oh, we're like 4 days past when I thought we would stop pushing, but it just keeps going. We might just have to make the build worse, man, so I can play another build eventually. And have more YouTube content. My YouTube content's starting to dry out since I'm still playing the same build. The build's just so much fun, and it's so good, man. Yeah, sadly I'm not like super into the other types of videos where it's like, hey guys, here's how you find your teleport ability or how you go back to town. I don't really like doing that shit. I'm more just like, I like theory crafting, I like build guides. That's what I do. Hey Fura, so not on the live stream, it's on the build guide. So go to my YouTube channel, go to videos, and then look at the build guide for this or the update 1 and 2 video. Both of those have stuff in the description there for you, like the loot filter, the build planners, all of that stuff, man. That goes to you too, Mergen. The commands don't work on the YouTube side. So, or you guys can just head over to twitch.tv/pinchingloaf, and then all of those commands will work for you. Hey, Enton, how's it going, man? Oh, we got some poison monsters. I need to focus. Hold up, guys. Poison scares little mage boy. What's the corruption at now? We're like 8 something. I don't know. It's in the title for the current corruption. Yeah, we had a little bit of a rougher time getting bigger jumps yesterday, just because Shade of Orobyss is a bitch at this corruption, man. It's hard to keep all your gazes without dying. The corruptions themselves really aren't that bad. We don't die that often. Yeah, it's mainly just the shades that are a little rough. So you only end up going up like 15 corruption at a time. Unless I get like good RNG or something. Just depends on the mods that the Shade gets. If he has all like the one-shot abilities, then it gets really hard. I have to play like perfectly. Ah, man, this bitch healed to full. There we go. Oh, it switched to Flame Rush now? Yeah, Dempsey, it's the move for sure. Hey, Crazy Muffin, how's it going, man? Yo, Flame Rush is so much fun. You can even flame... Can you go through the barriers in Temporal Sanctum? Oh, dude, we haven't tried that yet, Etten. Dude, that's good to know. That is good to know. Hey, thanks for the sub on YouTube, guys. I appreciate that. Man, I almost forgot the Relic 1 LP. Oh, yeah. It's Dude Slam Day. By wall, you mean dying too often or not doing damage to bosses anymore? Yeah, it's mainly just like random one-shots. When you're at this level of corruption, Shade has so many one-shot abilities that if I don't play perfectly and get hit by something, then eventually you're just gonna get killed and it'll drop your gazes. What a nice realization when I logged in. Hell yeah, dude. That was same for me. The Shades are the big blocker. Yeah, dude. That's the only thing. Like, I'm still gonna be able to push corruption. It's just gonna be slower. I'm not going to be able to get, like, the 60, 70 jumps at once. So... Oh, man, are we going to have a bugged Flame Rush this map? I need to have a look to see how it's set up now and give it a go. Yeah, dude, the changes are worth it. The other way still works just fine. This is just going to be much faster at progressing, and you're going to have a lot more damage reduction. What is that? Highlight it. That's a bad one. All right. Thanks, was really helpful. Yeah, no worries, Mystic. I'm happy to help, man. Do you have any tips to share in Alchemist ladle farming? Trying so hard to get one with... Dude, randoms, it's really hard. I think the exiled mages are bugged. So the only way you can really farm them is... just getting like that random spawn in monos or throughout the campaign. So I guess you could try to like, I don't know if there's like maybe a strat with resetting like campaign zones as long as it's level 17 or higher. Maybe that will be slightly faster. But I would just farm them in empowered monoliths. That way you can farm other stuff at the same time. But it doesn't seem like the drop chance is upgraded with corruption. It seems like they have the same exact drop chance at low corruption that they do in the high corruptions. So I don't know if that will help you. I need to not be standing in that. That would be ideal. So depending on how well your build is doing, it might be worth just doing like lower corruption. I guess we can do a boss kill here. Love me some damage reduction for sure, dude. Not through all the barriers. Oh, okay. Hey, Safin, how's it going, man? I appreciate you being here. Feels like the Rune Bolts was most of my single target damage, but then again, I don't know if it's just the Flame Wall itself. No, it's the Flame Wall, M. Rune Bolt just gave you a buff that made your spark charges do more damage. So it was a 21% multiplicative on there. So you lost a little bit of that. But the damage reduction is needed. Is your planner is updated? Yes, the build command planner is updated, guys. Just Charge Spark Explosion or on Enigma matter a lot. I got a 2 LP. It just helps you like shotgun AoE packs. So just any of the explosion radius is pretty big. It should still hit most of them. But you know, it's ideal if you can get one that's like higher. It'll just help you shotgun a little bit better. Hey, what's up, pitching? Hey, oh man, how's it going, man? I appreciate you being here. Hey, Radiation, how you doing? Killed probably 70 plus of those exile fuckers and they won't give me a spoon. Dude, yeah, that's rough, man. It seems like really all over the place for people on drop chances. Some days I'll get like 3 or 4. Some days I'll get 0. I don't have to stuff slam. Relic is cast speed or crit chance. You want crit multi or cast speed. So I have or sorry, not relics can't roll cast speed. I don't believe. Let me pull it up. It's intelligence or crit multi. I just want to make sure. Oh no, it can roll cast speed. Okay, so int, then cast speed, then crit multi. That's what you want. Sorry guys, it's early in the morning. Good DPS on solo target. Yeah, Balta, it's gonna look like it's not that good a DPS, but we're really high corruption right now. But you can do like T4 dual res. You can do all the bosses in the game just fine. We're just at like absurd corruption at this point, so it's gonna take me a little bit to do all the bosses. Why Flame Rush? Did I miss something? I just tuned in. I was following your video. Safin, I'm going to do an update video soon. We swapped to Flame Rush because pushing corruption is all about damage reduction. And Flame Rush gives you a node right here. Runic Eclipse gives you minus 18% damage taken, and that's double effective against dots. When you start pushing like past like a 600-700 corruption, dots are 90% of what kills you. And then you have this node here where that buff persists for a duration after you're out of your Flame Rush. So it's making you just zoom through the monoliths way faster, and it's giving you a huge damage reduction buff. So that's why we end up using it. It's always int. Yes, sir. Always int. Off to work, man. Have a good stream. Hey, no worries, Codus. Have a good day at work, dude. I'll see you later. Do you have any sorcerer builds? Link, please, if you can. Thanks. How long will you be streaming today? I'm not sure. I think we have a parent-teacher conference for my son today. So I'll just have to see when my wife gets off work what time I have to drop off. But we'll probably at least go for like 6 hours or so. Holy Force, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Sorcerer builds. I don't have any up-to-date links right now. So there's a couple pretty cool sorcerer builds. I know there's a Spark Charge sorcerer build that's using, where's it at? Mana Strike. So it's using Mana Strike to cast out Spark Charges, and then it's like stacking a bunch of just mana for defenses. So you can check that out. Hey, Mergent, thanks for the follow, man. How's it going? What build are you guys playing? So you can check that out. Also, Glacier Sorcerer is pretty good. Also a Mana Stacker. So those are probably the two I would look at. Any thought about using the dagger that procs Lightning Blast? Nah, dude, it's not going to be worth it. It's going to be such a massive DPS loss. Dude, the Frostclaw build is cool, and it's going to get you through a couple hundred corruption just fine. But, dude, this build scales way higher than those. Just to be honest. Hey, Lockbeat, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate you. How's it going, man? Thank you. Wait, dude. Did you mean to do that? Lockbeat, subscribed at tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Before you even hit the follow button, my guy? I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'm using the Black Sun crit multi-blessing because I didn't get the leech one yet, but I feel no need for the leech. Hey, dude, if you're at above 80% of your health when you're fighting stuff, then you're good. Yes, I did it. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. All right, guys, let's knock out this boss real quick, and then I'll go respond to all the chat stuff. Nope. All right, we got not get shotgunned here. Overlapping projectiles can be scary. Let's dodge the breath. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Sorry, I can't see much right now. I just gotta focus on this guy. That way, I don't accidentally get gibbed by something. But I'll check out all the chat stuff here in just a second, guys. All right, avoid those for the most part. I should be good right here. We're gonna pull the breath. The bosses are much easier with Snap Freeze, but Flame Rush is just so much better outside of that. But yeah, I definitely feel the downgrade on the bosses. And not him with the brand. There we go. Yeah, should be good. There goes the breath. As much damage in here as we can. Put a fresh flame wall. Oop, that's a lot of shotguns way out there. Alright, breath's coming down. Reapply our brand. There's the breath. We're getting that damage multiplier from him being at low health now. Ooh, blood boil. Hello. There's the shake off. We should be good right here. Tank a couple of them. He's gonna come out with his breath. Big damage right here. Come on. I don't know if we'll make it or not, but we're gonna try. Yeah, we got it. There we go. Alrighty, boys. I followed on YouTube first. No problem, user. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate the support and the faith in me. Kind of makes sense to me. More crit multi, more damage, more leech, or am I having an error in the equation? Anton, it just depends on where your current gear's at, and if you're able to sustain. So if you're sitting at above 80% health most of the time, dude, and you don't need the leech, then yeah, the crit multi's good. So it just depends on where you're at, man. It's gonna be a little bit harder to sustain the more cast speed you get. Because with the more cast speed, you're going to be proccing Twisted Heart way more. That's going to be sacrificing your life more. So I feel like both the Leech Blessing is necessary for my current gear. But yeah, it's just going to depend on where you're at with there. Hey, Optimize, how's it going, man? I appreciate you being here. Same with you, Nuki. How's it going, guys? Have you guys already started playing a build? Are you looking for your first one or second one? Hey, Delph. Welcome back. Can you play with Cast Runic Invocation on End of Flame Rush? Balta, it is extremely hard. So the reason why we don't do that is because it amplifies the mana cost with this node. So it makes it 125% increased mana cost, and that ooms us really fast on our mana. So that's why I drop it. I'm like 60 to 80%, kind of feel safe, but maybe that's false. I'm at 288. Yeah, I'm at like 320 something right now, and that's where I feel like I need it. But yeah, the higher health pool you have, the more ward you're gonna get. So that's why I do end up using that. Sorry, guys. Let me catch up on YouTube really quick. Are you a dev? Hey, Eduardo. I appreciate that you even thought that that was the case there. So, but no, I'm not a dev. I've been blessed enough to be able to talk with some of the devs. When I used to stream a few years back, we used to have one of the devs in here most nights, and he would come hang out, and it was pretty dope. And I've been rated by the devs before, but no, I'm not a dev. Do you mind giving me a hand on how I unlock empowered monoliths? I complete the monolith class. Dude, it is very badly showed here on how to unlock empowered monoliths. So yeah, what you guys want to do is you want to hug the right-hand side. You can do all the monoliths if you want, but the most efficient way is to hug how you unlock empowered monoliths. But yeah, they need to fix that for sure, man. Then you go to, oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, thanks for helping out, man. I appreciate it. Hey Pinch, been playing your build since I started the game. I kind of noticed now doing monoliths, I almost never get any Dreidel drops. Hey, Scary, go over to the Twitch chat and type in !filter. There was a bunch of bugs early on with filters when they were created, like before 1.0. And even though I updated everything with 1.0, it was still having some issues. So I created a whole new loot filter a couple days into the patch from scratch just to make sure it didn't have any issues. And that's now updated on there. So it should be on both of the video guides updated now. So if you haven't re-downloaded the filter, I would do that. And then, or if you need, you can also go to the Twitch chat, just put !filter, and that'll give it to you, man. Yeah, the commands sadly don't work on the YouTube chat. I don't know how to set up commands on there. Maybe there's a way. Do you have a loot filter for idols / exalted for selling on the market? Chase, I'm playing COF, so I haven't specifically set something up for it. It's muted? What the fuck, dude? All right. Hold on. One sec, guys. Hey, testing. Can you guys hear me? Well, let me know if you guys can have audio. Hopefully that's working right now. Yeah, give me an update if you guys can hear me. Good. Voice audio works. Okay. Everyone was saying that I was muted on Twitch side, so I don't know if it's working on Twitch yet. So I haven't heard anything back yet from the Twitch guys. We can hear you, sir. Okay, I'm gonna go over YouTube stuff really quick while we're waiting to hear back on the Twitch side of things. Let me refresh my my Twitch. You're good now? Okay, perfect. Sorry, I think it's a USB issue, honestly. I had all my stuff zip tied back just for like cable management, so it took me a little bit. I had to like cut out some zip ties. I swapped my mic over to the mic's robotic now? Really? Fuck, dude. What is going on with this? You are not good? Okay. I'll fix this. Alrighty, guys. Testing. Is that working? Hopefully. Yeah, if you guys haven't refreshed yet, try refreshing. If there's any sound issues, refresh the stream. Much better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I wonder if one of my USBs is having some issues there in the back of my PC, so I swapped that over. Refresh help with robot. Okay, cool, guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for the stream issues the last 2 days. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna try to catch up as much as I can on chat, guys. But if I miss a question of yours, just re-ask the question. So don't worry about re-putting it in the chat there. I'll get to you. I promise. Hey Pinch, I just finished Empowered Monos and now trying to farm Twisted Heart for my level 87 Runemaster. Do I need to run level 100 difference to loot Twisted Heart, or doing normal is fine, thanks? Do whatever you're able to do, Dern. The higher corruption and being on Empowered does increase the drop chances. So, you know, do what your build can do with your current gear, but if you can push, try to push. Sounded fine? You sound fine? Okay, cool. Much better? Awesome. Glad to hear, guys. Yeah, re-ask any questions that you guys may have, just in case I miss them, and I will get to them, guys. Sorry to repeat question, but is it best to go for Cold Node on Flame Rush first, or for Runic Invocation? I don't run the Runic Invocation node, Dempsey, on Flame Rush, so I don't take it because it costs too much mana. But yes, the first node you guys need to go for on Flame Rush, if you're going to be using it, is the Snowball node. Otherwise, it's going to brick your Runic Invocation setup. So yeah, grab that one first, then you can go back and grab everything else. Yeah, it's fine. Perfect. Would you please explain the Word of Herot node and Runic Invocation? You take it, but it reads like it would do nothing for us. We use non-DPS invocation. So yes, the Word of Herot, it gives you chill chance. So when you're using the Frost Barrier, so you have your Frost Barrier here, when it expires, it does a little explosion, and that can apply the chill chance. So we don't really have many good nodes that we can take. I was thinking about just dropping 2 of those and putting them over here just for a little bit of ward. 40 gained ward every like 5-6 seconds isn't a lot for our build, but it might be better off doing that. But that's just to apply the chill chance. That way we can benefit from nodes like Chilled Touch, or we can benefit from the node here for the chilled. So yes, it does still apply. It's just not very often. But there's just not a lot of better stuff that we can grab. Most of the stuff in Runic Invocation, outside of what I grabbed here, is a buff for Runic Invocations itself. So that's just where we end up putting the filler points. Yes, what I meant. So it works for the runes. Okay, yeah. There you go. Yep, yeah. Grab that node. Is there a clip or something of order of passives on skills, as respec puts you at like 14 points? Also, one helmet +2/+3 lightning blast versus int if you can get both. So yeah, you want to focus on getting the intelligence. So try to get exalted intelligence. So I changed that up from the original guide. I think the intelligence is a lot better. And then getting +2 int, or +2 lightning blast. If you do end up getting both as exalted, you'll just end up getting the extra cast speed nodes here. As far as the orders, I tried to go over it in the video as much as I can. On Lightning Blast, you're mainly grabbing the chain nodes first, and then making sure you're getting lightning aegis on cast. Then go for the quad nodes. Then go for spark charge stuff. If you're like leveling as the build. Runic Invocation, you need to grab a mutable order first. Then try to grab all the cooldown recovery and the damage. Everything else is last. For Flame Ward, you need to convert it over to cold first. After you grab the cold conversion, then go over here and try to get the damage reduction first. Then whatever's fine. Frostwall, you need to get to the firewall or the fire conversion first, and grab your brand node here. Then I would go up here and grab the lightning stuff. Everything else is after. Flame Rush, yeah, cold conversion first. Then grab the damage reduction stuff. Then the extra speed. Then anything else in the order. That's what we're looking for. Gonna try Flame Rush. Currently, mostly missing cooldown recovery and better accessories. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I hopefully it works well for you. Let me turn this back on. Let me catch up on YouTube as well. Gotcha, thanks. Yeah, no worries. Repeat here, just watch your build guide video and really want to try it out, but what do I substitute the Mad Alchemist ladle with? Can I use a two-handed staff? No, you cannot use a two-handed staff. The reason why is we run an Enigma as our offhand. This is what scales our damage to the moon, because we're not a Lightning Blast build, we're a Spark Charge build. Lightning Blast is just applying Spark Charges. So really try to get an Enigma. If you don't have the Mad Alchemist ladle, try to use a Dragon Horn wand. It's the one with cast speed on it, and then just get a really high cast speed wand with like crit multi on it, and then try to get shock chance as one of the suffixes. So that's what you'd be looking at until you get Mad Alchemist ladle. Will you make another updated video? Yes, I'm going to make a massive video here in a few days once I hit a wall on corruption. So right now, my main focus is I'm just trying to push as high as I can to really test the build and make sure everything is min-max the way it should be. And I've been trying out different setups as I've been going. But I will have a complete updated, probably like 45-minute video with a bunch of timestamps in it, going over every aspect of this build once I'm done. How did you get 3 stacks? How did you get 3 stacks on Flame Rush? Sorry, hold on. I think the heart's like blocking it out. Stupid like thing on YouTube is so annoying. How did you get 3 stacks on Flame Rush? Oh, that's just it's bound to my 3 button. I don't like playing with QWERTY as my keybinds. I play with 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just a weirdo. That's all. Never see my frost wall blow up on expire. You might have accidentally taken this node right here. So frost wall detonation after 0.3 seconds. That's the only thing I can think of, man. All right, we're caught up, guys. Sorry for the issues with the audio. Hopefully everything is good. We caught up on questions. We're solid. Hey, thanks for the sub on YouTube, guys. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Felicimo, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. How's it going, my guy? What build you playing? Guys, as a Twitch streamer, I feel like a substitute teacher sometimes, you know? I can only look at the names for a split second, and then I just have to take my best educated guess on what your name says. And then how I have it set up for the split stream, too, between YouTube and Twitch, I only get half my screen for each chat. So if I do ever fuck up your guys' names, I apologize. You can just correct me. It's like the Key and Peele skit with Aaron. I'm just out here trying my best. So if I do end up fucking up any of your names, man, I'm sorry. No offense needed. Hopefully you understand. But yeah, we're just taking educated guess. I see the first part of it and I just run with it. Did you use a lot of damage from going to Flame from Rune Bolt? So I lost 21% multiplicative damage on there. So it's a little bit of a decent chunk, yeah. But in this game, you kind of have to rewire your brain. every other action RPG, the meta is building so much damage, you just one-shot everything before it sees you. That doesn't work in this game if you're going to push high corruption. So there's a lot of mobs that will off-screen you, and you're just going to die all the time. So you need to get to like a certain respectable damage number, and then everything after that is defenses. So we ended up dropping it so we could squeeze in more defenses. I don't want those cooldown recovery speeds. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reset the echo, and then I'm just going to do these couple nodes here to see if I can get close to another gaze. I think that's the play. Having a lot of fun with your build. Hey, fuck yeah, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions along the way, and we'll help you get you sorted out. Make sure everything's working. We got a bunch of us in here playing the build, so we are at your disposal to help you out, man. But I'm glad you're enjoying the build. Where all instackers or government name doesn't matter. True. True. The int provides and it taketh away. Int for the int god. Whoop! Dodge that. That was, that looked not good. Exile Mage is starting to get really tanky. Alright, we got that guy down. These dang boulder dudes are so tanky too, man. There's a couple mobs that just have like 500% health compared to what the other mobs have. It's really RNG on these monos. Ooh, my wall is just out in Africa right now. I'm gonna open this chest since it takes 8 minutes to open. There we go. Alright. Well, trying to play it at least, yeah? Yeah, you'll get there, man. Hey, Glyph of Insight, let's go. How much CD do you need to perma Flame Guard? I don't know the exact breakpoint, Con. It's kind of hard to measure just because you're going to be getting cooldown recovery from int as well. Right now, though, I am at, let's see, where's it at? I think it's an other. I'm at 109% cooldown recovery speed. So that's coming from an Exalted Boot, and I have a Slam T6 cooldown recovery on here, and then just all my Intellect, which I'm at 136. Still see Rune Bolt on the build planner? No, sorry, I'm not saying no to you. No one, or knows. That's just his name on YouTube. So, yeah, it's still on the YouTube video, as that's how I have it demonstrated on the YouTube video. That build still works to push like 700 plus corruption. I made some changes there. I haven't done the update video yet because I'm trying to push over 1,000 corruption first to make sure I have everything ideally set up. So I've been testing some stuff as I go. If you did want to head over to the Twitch chat and type in !build, it'll have what I'm currently using at the moment. So hopefully that helps you out, man. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. YouTube chat is blowing up today. Yo, my dude, following this build as well. Love this one. Hell yeah, Rui. I appreciate that. Now don't worry about it. Even I can't spell my name. Yeah, I'm not even trying with yours, man. You playing Merchant or COF? Everything, I'm playing COF. Everything has been self-found for me. I haven't gotten any trades from anybody from playing multiplayer. All of it's self-found. Does your build Last Epoch Tools not have the progression slider? I don't think I have it set up for the progression slider right now, Kevin. When I do my update video, I'm going to try to I'm just going to spend an entire day doing edits and setting everything back up. So it's a lot more friendly there for you. I was kind of rushed. I was really sick right before the launch, and so I was really rushed trying to test things and get a build guide out. So I do apologize. Can you show me your flame rush tree? Yeah, I'll show it for you guys on YouTube while I'm answering the questions. So just make sure you take this node first. That way you get the cold conversion. So now you're not using the teleport anymore on Rune, right? Yeah, you do have to drop the teleport node Enigma on Runic Invocation so it doesn't have a traversal tag anymore. If you still have the traversal tag and you have Flame Rush, when you use Flame Rush, it's going to put Runic Invocation on cooldown. So yeah, just make sure you respec that one node. Hey man, playing your build and loving it so far. Wondering though, in PoE, some stats have diminishing returns like cast speed. We already have so much cast speed from Intel. Shouldn't we gain cast speed keeps scaling from my knowledge to some pretty ridiculous points. So I believe cast speed still is going to be your best in stat there. You do want to get crit multi in a couple spots though to really help spike up that damage. Gotcha. Yeah, no worries. More from the other idols like lightning damage or something. So we actually get cast speed on idols. So you can get like 80% cast speed almost on your idols. So you go for cast speed and like a resistance modifier on the large idols. Sweet, thank you, dude. Yeah, no worries. Rui, the build command will only work on the Twitch chat. So I would recommend checking out the Twitch chat if you want to get the build planner. For some reason, I can't get them to do it on YouTube. Thank you, dude. Yeah, no worries. Still amazing build, but still no luck. 10 dragons, 0 heart. You'll get it, man. It'll come, Peter. I believe in you. Yeah. Let me put the tree back up. There's the flame rush tree. I'd like to know what happened to me last night. Go up to the left side of Miles instead of the right side without once actually looking a tiny bit to my right. It happens, Dempsey. Did we ban that guy who crafted the BIS item? He's still here. We like our Balu. Hey, Shorty. Thanks for the Prime sub, man. I appreciate you. How's it going? I'm trying your build, but I don't understand the single target. What don't you understand about it, Rock? Yeah, specify a little bit, and I'll help explain what I can. Loot filter is updated on the YouTube video? Yes, it is, man. I've updated the loot filter on both the videos. How's it going, Rajan? Niels, thanks for the great build guide. Almost gave up on Runemaster. Much love. Hey, no worries, man. I'm glad it's working out for you. Yeah, we've had a lot of people converting from other Runemaster builds to the Lightning Enjoyers. So I'm glad you're liking it, man. Loaf, look in Discord real quick. Look at what I dropped last night. My first 3 LP item. Yeah, I'll take a look at it here after this echo, man. I got you. How's the build treating you, Rhett? Is it feeling a little bit better after we looked at your planner? Hey, Braz, thanks for the follow on Twitch, man. I appreciate that. How's it going, my guy? What build setup are you doing? What are you playing? Playing keep away from the Ruby Captain over here. Yeah, let's go get the mage over here. Would you suggest for leveling? Is your current build viable for leveling? Obviously, gear will be a bit of an issue. Kevin, I leveled as this build. This was my cycle starter. The only thing I changed is early on, I spec into Glacier and Lightning Blast. So Lightning Blast is my first spec skill. My second spec skill is Glacier. I use Glacier to help carry the AoE burst damage until about... I got lucky on a drop. So I dropped it like level 30, but I would recommend keeping it to like 40 to 50, and then you can drop it. So how you level Glacier? Sorry, there's so many fucking drops coming out. How you level Glacier for leveling? Take the 4 points here for the damage and mana efficiency, 4 points here for large explosion damage, 2 travel points for the chill chance, 2 points into large explosion damage, 1 point here. So you just take these outer rings here on these like little kite looking things. And that's how you level Glacier. How you want to level Mage, you do this literally with every single Mage build. Glacier is the best leveling skill. What you do is you just tag stuff with Lightning Blast as you're going, get it to follow you, and then right before you're about to leave out the door, you just turn back and then just go boom, boom, boom with a bunch of with a couple Glaciers, and it'll one-shot everything. That's the fastest way to level Mage. So hopefully that helps you out, man. Update on the Empowered Monolith bug. All you need to do is run a single last Ruin Monolith in case yours was bugged as I was. Just letting you know in case any other new players had the same question. What was the bug with the Monoliths? Are you saying that it's not letting, or you don't have to do Age of Winter and Spirits of Fire anymore? It's just Last Ruin? Because at least in the past you had to do all 3. I don't know if that's what you're saying, but yeah, if you can clarify, that'd be nice if there's some kind of bug we need to know about. Bro, if these exile mages don't stop dropping the 2-handed sword uniques, I feel you, man. I feel you. Sitting at like 340% healing effect. Fuck yeah, dude, you're getting there. For Runic Invocation, would Elemental Lore be more efficient than the 3rd point? No, it wouldn't. So Elemental Lore is a node for damage on Runic Invocations only. So if you read it, it says Runic Invocations penetrate Elemental Res. Our Runic Invocation doesn't really do damage. Our Runic Invocation is a defensive one, so that's why a majority of these nodes on the tree don't work for this setup, because they're all about affecting the damage just for Runic Invocation spells. Never mind. Okay, no worries, Em. Yeah, you already got it. Cool. I just didn't read your next stuff. Thank you. What was the conclusion on Flame Rush yesterday? It's also nice to use for lower corruption just for speed, or is it mainly a defensive option? Yeah, it's faster and it's more defensive. You lose a little bit of damage. I'm keeping it in the build. I think it's going to be what helps us push for the 1,000 corruption, man. For sure. How do you get so many stacks of ward? I am missing on something on your gameplay. Rock. It is a fine... well-oiled machine. So it's a combination of having high intelligence, because intelligence gives you word retention and it also gives you cast speed, having high cast speed on your stuff, and having high cooldown reduction. So the higher cast speed you have, the more procs you're going to get a Twisted Heart. Twisted Heart's going to give you more ward. And then it's also going to be proccing your Unsealed Mana node, your Arcane Focus node, and your Jagged Veil node, the higher cast speed you have. Hey, Balta, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. So it's as you scale up your gear, your ward is going to start spiking through the moon. It's going to be only a couple thousand early on, but you're going to start getting a whole bunch as your gear starts getting better. Your Discord, check love. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let's take a look at your item real quick, man. 3LP Frozen Eyes, get out of here. Get out of here. Congrats on the 3LP item, man. What's up, guys? Hey, Corals, how's it going, man? What's priority passive points at level 70? I go over it in the video, Balta. There's just a lot of passives, so I don't want to have to go through all of them. But yeah, I show you exactly what points to take as you're going through in the video. I would just look at the timestamp for the early passives. What's your cast speed at the moment? My passive cast speed without any of my buffs is at 213, but it starts ramping up as you're casting. And then once you have the Runic Invocation and the Frost Wall, it's at 327. So 327% cast speed is what I'm at right now. I know, right? No stuff for me. It's all good. How would you compare this with the Hydreigon build that's pretty popular? So, mate, I can't tell you off personal experience. I haven't played Hydreigon in 1.0. However, we have a lot of people that are coming over here and switching from Hydreigon because they say they don't like it and that it's not doing too well. It received like a triple nerf with the skill itself, the unique item that scales it, and with the bugged node elemental lore being fixed, it lost a metric fuck ton of damage. I think it's probably still a good build, but a lot of people are switching off of it. It's going all right, doing notes at work and tuning in. Hell yeah, dude. Well, if you think the build me and you came up with can get me like 500, I have no idea, Rhett. It's gonna vastly depend, dude. We're just gonna have to see how the damage scales. I think defensively you'll be fine. Balta, thanks for the lurk mode, man. I appreciate you being here. I swapped from Hydra to Lightning Blast and never went back. Yeah. M's a Lightning Blast enjoyer for sure. Cool, thanks for the tips. Yeah, no worries, Kevin. How good is Frostclaw Runemaster? It's pretty good, depending on what version you're playing. There's certain Frostclaws that are pretty solid, man. Mike, thanks for the sub on YouTube. I have done every single quest on the Monolith, all blessings unlocked. Then I would walk to the middle of the last 3, and there was nothing clickable to proceed unlocking the Monolith. Guys, we're gonna help him out real quick. Let me teleport over here. It's a little bit buggy on this. So what you have to do is you're gonna walk over here to the middle. As you get closer, it should give you a cutscene once you hit here. Then it's going to be kind of gated off with broken rocks when it's not clicked. So you need to kind of walk around it until you can get close enough to it that you can click on the rock. So as long as you have this little blessing icon on these 3 nodes here, then it will let you unlock it. Once that's been clicked, all you need to do is go over to any other timeline. And when you click on it, it's going to give you now 2 options. You can choose the empowered timelines at that point. Hopefully that helps you out, man. It's my plan how I fix this bug. Oh, okay. Sorry. There was no cutscene. Got it. It skipped the cutscene. Sorry, randomist. I just go into problem solve mode the moment I see something. Sorry about that, man. Hydra might have more potential DPS, but it's so mechanically clunky that even with Immutable Order can't keep up with the Lightning Blast War generation. In my opinion, dude, yeah, defense is king, man. Defense is king. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Rewire the action RPG mindset of have to have billion DPS. Defenses will carry you to high corruption. Get decent DPS, better defenses. That is the move, guys. It hurts the brain. I know we like numbers going up, but yeah. Get the defenses. It will pay off. God, that stupid tree. I keep hitting it with my flame rush. Ah! Alright. It's kind of a weird layout. Whoa, that just like clipped us through there. I mean, I guess it works. We're still doing damage to him and he can't really hit us, so we'll take it. Oh, maybe he can do damage to us. There we go. Yeah, we need to clean out our stash real quick, guys. We got too much shit. Okay, let's see what we got here real quick in our stash. Got our 1 LP Prism Wraps. That's the only unique we picked up. Let's drop off our keys. And we'll check if we have any good Exalted bases here to craft on. It's going to be impossible to replace that T7 Intellect base, or T7 Intellect that we got, man. Even though the other stats are bad. Ooh, that's Hybrid Health. It's going to suck. Trying to crush that. I'm just going to save that one. I'm not going to crush it. Okay, we're going to save though. That's a good base. That's only showing up for the Hybrid Health. I'm not going to use these bases, guys, so I'm just going to crush them. Okay, we got a couple potential crafts here. None of these bases are going to work for us. I might change up my filter to make it even more strict here soon. Okay, so we got a couple potential craft bases here that we can work with. Hey, Balta, thanks for the Prime, man. I appreciate that support, dude. How's it going? Thank you. Thought you were supposed to be lurking. I prefer the looks of Lightning, which is why I went with this build. Loving so far. Just see a lot of Hydra builds. Yeah, it's because Max will play out the Hydra guide, but I don't think they really went over all the amount of nerfs. I think they just figured it was going to be fine. But I don't think it's like a top tier S tier build anymore, honestly, from what I've been hearing. What do you prefer as a suffix? Armor or HP? I prefer HP, Con. Armor's not bad, especially if it's percentage armor. But the reason why I prefer HP is the higher HP we have on this build, we get more ward per cast of Twisted Heart. We got that 324% cast speed. So we're casting really fast and we're proccing this really fast. So the more health you get, the better off you'll be. I like numbies. Yeah, numbers feel good, dude. Tasty, thanks for the Prime sub and another start in a hype train super early in the morning, dude. Thank you, I appreciate that. Do you use the numlock trick for Lightning Blast or just manually spam it? I'm manually spamming Lightning Blast. I'm using numlock for Runic Invocation and Flame Ward. I didn't use numlock before, but when I'm trying to manage Flame Rush on top of it, it just helps it out a lot. Considering the ladle only works for up to 8 total ailments, does the OG build run too many different ailments? Yes, the OG version of the build runs too many ailments. I didn't expect them to nerf that side of it as well, but it allowed us to get a lot more cast speed. So it was kind of a benefit, honestly, man. Yeah, it was a benefit in disguise. So yeah, it's a little bit updated now. I put out an update video kind of going over the changes I made to compensate for that. Thanks to the build, of course, Stacy. I'm happy you're liking the build. How you regen health? Yeah, there's 2 nodes that regen our health here. So in the Sorcerer tree, you have Rift Bolt that gives you 1.2% of the damage, lightning damage you deal, leech as health, as well as we take the Blessing from the Black Sun. That's going to give us a spell leech. I actually have a minimum roll, so my health leech is kind of ass. But your main goal is to stay above about 80% health. That way, when you're proccing Twisted Heart, it's giving you the highest amount of ward possible per cast. Got it, thanks, you're awesome. Yeah, no worries, man. You distracted me, fuck. That's what I do. Is it better to spam Lightning Blast or should I just hold it? If you, so this is a playstyle difference. So you can spam it if you'd like. What I do is I hold my left click while I spam it, and it makes me stutter click. And then if I need to let go of Lightning Blast, I'm already moving. So that's how I do it, and that's why you see me doing these weird stutters, because moving in this game is really, really important. There's so much ground effects that if I'm constantly moving, it helps me kind of just naturally walk out of everything. So that's how I play it, man. So I found a random forum. You run single last rune echo to fix it. Okay, randoms. That's good to know. If anyone comes to bug, now I know how to answer that. Thank you. Hey, Time, everyone doing the commands on YouTube, the commands only work on the YouTube chat. All of that information is available in the video description on both of the video guides. So not on the live stream, but on the video guides. Look at my last 2 videos I posted. Those will have all that information. Or if you want to come over to the Twitch chat, it's the same thing as my YouTube. It's just pinching loaf. Can you show us real quick the Flame Rush screen, or take to take a screenshot? Yeah, you got it. While I'm answering, going through chat, I'll show you the Flame Rush tree. Why did you use Flame Rush instead of something I can't see? So I swapped out to using Flame Rush because of this node right here. It gives us extra damage reduction and doubled against dots, and it applies for a portion of the duration that you're in Flame Rush after you're out of Flame Rush. Huge defensive buff. So we swapped that out. Can I get the ladle from Rune of... No, Rune of Ascendance only work on random drops, guys. You cannot get them if they're from a specific source. So ladles only drop off exiled mages, so it cannot drop the ladles for you. Same thing with the Twisted Heart, same thing with the belt. The only thing we can Rune of Ascendance on our build is the offhand, the Enigma. Hey, Pinching Loaf, what's the best crit rate armor amount for yellow number, the 5% one? What's the best crit rate amount for yellow number? Sorry, can you ask it in a different way, Rocky? What are you trying to figure out? Are you trying to see like what my highest crit damage is? Are you trying to see like what the base crit is? Sorry, can you just clarify a little bit, and I'll hope answer that for you. Soundboard when? When I make enough money that I can have a what's it called? The little devices that you like click on. I'm trying to stream something. The little stream devices you can put underneath my monitor where I can actually like click funny sound bits. Maybe then, man. Maybe then. I do want one at some point, but I had made I tend to have the bad habit where I spend more money on stream than what I make from stream. So I want one of those eventually, but I promised myself that I wouldn't get it unless I paid for it with stream. So that way I'm not at too bad of a negative deficit on spending for the stream versus what I make. Stream Deck, there you go, and thank you. Yeah, yeah. Eventually, I want to get a stream deck, but they're a few $100. They're a little bit pricey. Yep. My birthday's in a couple days, but I already asked my wife for something else. So if you guys notice in the background, I have a lot of Diablo merch. I don't have a lot of Last Epoch merch, mainly because there isn't really a lot of Last Epoch merch out there. But we did end up seeing that they updated Display. If you guys are familiar with those posters, they're the metal posters. They did post a couple of Last Epoch displays on there. So I am going to be getting like a pretty big metal poster there for Last Epoch in a little bit. I don't know how long it's going to take to ship, but I think my wife just ordered it last night. So we'll have some Last Epoch merch. Ooh, 3LP, huh? We'll have some Last Epoch merch coming out on the wall soon. I'm pretty stoked about that. So it's about the same size as the Diablo map back there. So we'll hang it up there next to the map. Oh, I forgot I was gonna craft some of this shit. I got distracted. All right, let's do some crafting, guys. In case you guys want to know how to get some juicer crafts. The gloves are probably the most tedious thing to craft. Okay, so dupe the drops. They have the same stats. These are kind of rough because they don't really have any of the stats we want. So I would love to get Void Res and Hybrid Life, but we're gonna do our best here. Alrighty, boys. Part of crafting the gloves is we have to get the experimental mods on them. So I'm going to post something in the chat here for you guys so you guys know what I'm using. This is a link to a calculator on how to guarantee the experimental mod where you get 11% of your armor mitigation also applied to damage over time. That's going to be really important for what we're about to do. So what you need to do is you need to fill out your tiers. So that way it knows, oh, dude, those are tier 7 intellect. What the fuck? I have 2 tries at this. Oh, this is going to be so hard to hit. Fuck. All right. Alrighty. Let's do it. So our first prefix is a tier 2. So I'm going to put tier 2 on there. Our second one is a tier 7. And then we have 2 tier 2 suffixes. So if we put that into the calculator, if I were to use a glyph of insight, which will turn this prefix into an experimental mod right now, it would give me the 9% of current health, or it would drain my health and give me ward. So that is not what we would like. So I'm going to see what happens if it upgrades 1 suffix. Okay, so if I can get one of these suffixes to tier 3 and then I slam this, I'll get the mod I'm wanting. So endurance is useless for us since we are a ward build. So I am going to hit this with a Rune of Chaos. That is going to randomly upgrade it to a different stat, but it's going to put it at a tier 3, and then hopefully we don't hit a crit on anything. Okay, so we hit health regen. That's still kind of dead, but we have the right stat combo. So now what we're going to do is switch this over to a glyph of insight, and I'm going to upgrade this. That is now experimental armor, applies a damage over time. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to switch this black over to a Glyph of Hope, so we have a chance not to use our forging potential, and we're going to go over to a Rune of Research. What Rune of Research does is it's going to guarantee seal this modifier. Oh, that took a lot. Hey, at least we got our Glyph of Insight back. So now this is over here. It's still on the gloves, but I opened up an extra prefix. It's very unlikely that we hit what we want here because we were running out of craft forging potential, but then we would craft cast speed on here. So now we have cast speed. I have to have Void Res on my gloves or I'm going to brick my resistance. So I'm going to go for the health regen again. Okay, so we got armor. It has to be like a tier 4 or tier 5 Void Res. So I just have to hit this glyph and hope it doesn't proc anything. Fuck, dude. It hit the Void Res, but we ran out of crafting potential. This might still be an upgrade for us, though, because it's tier 7 intellect. But that's how you craft the gloves. We're going to try again, because we duplicated those drops there. Let me go back to our Twitch chat. Sorry, I had my calculator pulled up. Sorry, I know that's a lot of information, guys, but I just wanted to kind of show you. Why'd you use Flame Rush instead of something else I can't see? For the damage reduction, Jabes. Yeah. No. What I'm trying to ask is what's the optimum crit rate for yellow numbers? You should be able to very quickly, Rocky, get up to 100% because the node over here on closed circuit that gives you crit chance, it's stacking every time you're hitting yourself. So if you look at my my crit number, it's at 34%, but I have such high cast speed that I'm able to bump this up to like 100% pretty fast. So that's why you're seeing almost all of my stuff critting. It's because of my insane cast speed. So that's another reason why we're scaling cast speed is for that extra crit. So that's why I stopped prioritizing getting crit chance. We're going to get a bunch of crit chance from this node right here, from intellect. So that's going to give us a good base crit to kind of work with. And then we can ramp it up with our cast speed. Hey, I've been working last few days and missed progress. Would you mind looking at your gear one by one and saying what you want to upgrade? Dan, I can do that really fast here, but you can also look at my profile on Last Epoch Tools. My profile is Pinching Loaf, or you can look me up by character, Mad Loaf, and that will show you all my current gear. Mainly right now, what I'm looking to upgrade, so helmet's really good. And you can just look at the VOD and pause. I need to upgrade this. I don't want the crit chance. I want Exalted Crit Multi. So I'm looking to get an Exalted Crit Multi. I'm not going to be upgrading this. This is really solid. This is T7 Intellect, but I have 2 tier 1 health affixes. I need to upgrade that. This isn't probably going to be upgraded anytime soon. Eventually, I'd want Cast Speed Crit Multi, but we have Shock Chance on there for now. That's fine. Pretty solid ring. My freeze rate mod is dead there. It needs spell damage on it. Not going to be upgrading that anytime soon. That's exactly what we wanted. I have a T7 Intellect on here. I'd prefer it to be an Opal Ring base. So eventually when we get an Opal Ring with T7 Intellect, we'll replace that. I would prefer this to be a slammed Intellect on there instead of Crit Multi. My gloves are pretty atrocious. I need to replace the Cold Res on there for Hybrid Life. And then I need to change the Experimental mod on there. It's pretty bad. I also only have tier 3 move speed. My boots are pretty rough. Gloves, we're trying to upgrade right now. We're trying to get a T7 Intellect and then instead of armor there, I want Hybrid Life and then a better cast speed roll. So that's what we're trying to upgrade. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, you can look at the profile as well. Noted. Thank you, Love. Yeah, no worries, Rocky. Pinch, need a sec. Yeah, no, you're good. Hey man, love the build. Cheers from the other side of the world. May I ask what to ascend with the rune after the offhand? Tried the wand, no luck. So you cannot hit runes of ascendance on exclusive drops. So the wand only drops off the exiled mages. This only drops off the first timeline boss. This only drops off Reign of Dragon. So the only unique we can do for this build is the offhand. If you've already hit the offhand and you want to try to get an LP one, I'd recommend just setting up a bunch of prophecies for dropping unique offhands, and then I would just start Rune of Ascendancing maybe for like some cool uniques. Your rarest uniques in the game are an amulet and a glove, so you can use your Rune of Ascendance on those if you'd like, just to try to get some like super rare drops. Should make a quick video on more complex systems of crafting. Yeah, it could be nice. I'll probably go over in my update video on how to craft the gloves and the boots. Can you explain to me how I can farm specific Monolith bosses? Let's say I do follow the Outcast, I finish all 3 quests, finish the boss. Can I somehow re-kill boss to farm the Strand Soul Belt? Yeah, you can. First unlock Empowered Monolith. So go... I hate the stupid bug. Alright. Go and kill these 3 Monoliths here. Click the thing in the middle, unlock Empowered Monoliths. That's going to be the level 100 version. It's going to make the blessings way better, and all of the drop rates are going to be better. After you do that, then just go back... and then you can farm any of the timelines you want just by filling that bar up over and over at the top here. So you just get to this 3rd lock, and then you can click on the boss and you can kill him over and over. Sorry if it's already been asked, but how do we get Rune of Insight? The Glyph of Insight. So the Glyph of Insight is attained by getting experimental bases. So I'm not going to do it because I don't have any good ones on here. But what you'll do is you'll put something with an experimental modifier. So I'm hovering over Alt, and you can see the experimental modifiers at the very bottom. What you'll do is you'll grab the Rune of Research that drops off the Exiled Mages, and you'll slam it. That's going to seal the experimental modifier, and then it has a chance to just drop a glyph on the ground for you. So that's how you do it. That's how you get the Glyph of Insights. I need to be doing it more, so I'm picking up a lot more experimental mods so I can get more glyphs. Alrighty, boys, let's craft this next pair of gloves. So we're gonna go back to our little calculator here. So what we need with this is we need to get one of these to tier 3, and then we can hit it. So we're going to Glyph of Chaos on our Endurance. We got block chance, that's bad, but we have the right tier combination now. So now we're going to go over here, we're going to hit Glyph of Insight, we're going to upgrade our minion damage. Yikes, dude. Alright, that turned to Experimental Armor, applies a damage over time. So that's what we want. Fuck, dude. What's tier 1 cast speed? 5%. I might wait on Sealing, just because that's so bad, and see if I can fix the suffixes. I think that's honestly going to be better. Let's see if we can hit something good on the suffixes here, guys. I really need to get Void Res here. Fuck, dude. Alright, we're gonna go more on the intelligence. Cold Res. Oh, it upgraded the tier on the experimental armor. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna save these. Because they're not too bad if I end up needing Necrotic Res. I'm going to try to seal this. It's probably not going to hit. Yeah, so that took all our foraging potential. Alrighty, so we got 2 gloves. This one's not bad. Let me take a look here. I think our res should be fine. And that LE res is actually kind of nice. So I am going to use these. Those are still a slight upgrade for me. But I really wish I could get Hybrid Life and a higher cast speed roll on there. But that T7 Intellect is going to be hard to beat. It's like there's no point in even me crafting this. Those are going to be so much better. So I'm just going to crush these. All right, we got 2 rings to craft on too. Jungle Queen Chaps, is this thing good? Jungle Queen, I don't remember which item that is. What slot is that? I'll pull it up for you to tell you. There's not a lot of uniques that really could be good for this build outside of what I'm using, unless you get like 3 or 4 LP. Hey Andre, the build commands don't work on the YouTube side. All of that information is in my build guide video in the video description, or if you want to head over to Twitch, those commands will work. Hammer Hydrocon right now from Maxwell is starting to get pretty rough at sub 400 corruption. Was contemplating between your build and Plasma Orb. Are they similar in power level? Kevin, from what I've seen so far, I haven't seen anyone be playing the Plasma Orb at super high corruption solo yet. I don't know if it is good or not anymore after the bug fixes that giga nerf the damage. I've seen it being played in a party play at over 1,000 corruption. That was with a bunch of supports that were giving it like 40,000 ward and like extra damage. So I don't know how it does by itself. That's the plus 12 potion. Okay, so for belts, what I would recommend is either getting a really good Exalted belt with cooldown recovery, if you can't get a Strand of Souls, or the other really, really good belt for this build for like a budget that's super easy to find until you can get a good Strand of Souls, is going to be... Where is it at? Let me put in belt because I'm blind, just in case I'm missing it. Okay, right here. The Isidora's Tomb Binding. So I would use this temporarily until you can't get a Strand of Souls. It's going to give you cast speed and a bunch of armor. So that's a super solid belt. We don't really use potions, so we don't really need extra potion slots. So that's what I'd recommend using, man. Loving the stream, Mr. Love. Hey, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you being here. You playing SSF? I'm not actually in the SSF League Rock, but I haven't really played multiplayer at all. I haven't received any items for other players, and I'm playing the Circle of Fortune, so I don't have access to any of the trade. All of this has been self-farmed and self-crafted. Hey, what stats do we want to prioritize on the ladle? Your number one thing on the Exalted mod is try to get cast speed. So cast speed is the most important. The second most important is crit multi. For your suffixes, Shock Chance and the Hybrid Lightning Pen. Shock Chance is better than Lightning Pen, so try to get that one first. So those are the 4 mods I would try to get on your wand for slamming ladles. Lat steps, are those a boss drop? Those are a boss drop, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long since I've used it. Just look at the build planner, Rhett, and then look at the very bottom of the text on the boots, and it will tell you where they drop from. Sorry if I asked about how do we get Rune of Insight. I don't know if I already answered that one because I know somebody asked recently, so I'm just going to go over it again. Parking lot. You get the Glyph of Insight by putting in a item with an experimental mod going over and hitting Rune of Research. That's going to seal it, so it's no longer one of these mods. It's over here by itself. When it seals, it just has a chance to drop the Glyph of Insight on the ground for you. So that's how you would get them. Thanks. Also, is there any point in filling in the stability bar past the boss quest? No, not really. I just do them as they come up. Kane? T6 LE damage, T5 crit multi, T5 chance to slow, T5 shock chance. Okay, wand to smash a 2-peat ladle. If it were my wand, because I already have a T7 cast speed, I would wait to try to get another cast speed one. It's going to be substantially better. But if you're not using anything and that's the best wand you have, you're just using like a base alchemist ladle, I would probably slam it just to try to get something better. What are the best support builds? You mentioned Plasma Orb getting 40k ward. The best support build is Healing Hands Paladin, by far. It just gets you like infinite ward. So if you have somebody who's willing to play support for you, or you want to play support, go look up a Healing Hand support Paladin. They're insane. What did he say? Cast speed, multi-strike, shock, pen. Exactly, Gold. Yep, that's what you're looking for. Prioritize the cast speed, then crit multi, then shock, then pen. Just seal T4 stats, right? Not everyone's that lucky, Balu. Man, fuck supports. Yeah, it's kind of a. I don't really like playing with supports. I think it kind of like ruins the game. But some people really like doing that min-max stuff. Alrighty, boys, we got 2 opal rings here. I'm gonna see if I can craft something better than what I have currently here, because I have a dead prefix on these. So, I have 2 of these. I'm gonna go for the greedy play on 1. I want to see if I can pull off one of these dead stats. Okay, awesome. That's super solid. What does my LE res look like without this? Okay, so it'd be really nice to get LE res on there. But I really need void res. I'm worried this is gonna crit. I'm gonna try to slam this real quick. Okay, this is probably not savable. We're gonna take the 50-50, and it's probably gonna take out, yep. Okay, not savable. Okay, let's go again. It's very unlikely we just break both these rings. It's pretty RNG with how they're set up right now. I'm going to go for it again and just try to craft what I can. Dude, that took out so much forging potential. Alright, there's a 0% chance that we just hit 25% procs over and over and over. But we're going to do it for science. So we want spell damage. Okay, there's 1. We need void res. There it is. Alright, it's dead. For science. It's all good. Do you recommend the Frostclaw Frostbite build? I haven't personally played it this patch, Brown. It should still be pretty solid. I think that this build probably scales higher than that, but I don't know if anyone that's like pushed it super far this patch. So I don't know. But if you really like the Frostclaw archetype, that's probably one of the better cold builds for Runemaster. Codus is a support player. Yeah, Codus normally plays support for me in a lot of games. Sadly, he hasn't had a lot of time this time around. Noted, thank you. Yeah, no worries, Rocky. I got a Druid Star Dial. Hold on. Let me fix this so I can jump into an echo here. I don't want the dodge chance. Okay, that one's fine. That'll get me to the boss. It's got a Jewel Star Dial that has 1 legendary potential. I tried Temporal Sanctum and tried to slam an Exalted Ring and managed to slam a T7 increased critical strike chance. Is that any good? Love the stream, by the way. Hey, Dern, thank you for checking us out. I appreciate you. No, that wouldn't be ideal. Maybe if you got like a 4 LP Star Dial or like at least a 3 LP. The problem is we get a lot of our resistances from our ring, so you'd be missing out on all your resistance. On top of that, the #1 stat on this build that matters more than anything else is intelligence. So maybe if you like slapped it with like a T6, T7 intelligence with a little bit of res, then you could use it and it'd be pretty decent. But I would still prefer to have like a really good exalted opal ring, because opal rings are going to give us an additional +2 intellect on the implicit, as well as cooldown recovery. Cooldown recovery means more defenses by a lot. So that's what I would recommend with that. Oh, let's not tank the fire beams, huh? God, I hate flowers. The flowers are like one of the most annoying mobs to deal with just because they can hit you from like 3 screens away, man. Drop your gear, come on. Thoughts on Hydra? I think it's been nerfed more than people think it has. 1 LP Prismatic Gaze? Hey boys, my next build, Etherealcraft, uses that. Yeah, okay. Alright, I like that. How did it roll and everything? Oh, it's 2% on the crit! That's the most important stat! Ugh. Dang it. We've had a lot of people coming over from playing Hydra and switching to this build. I think it does all right. I think it's a decent build. I don't think it's a Giga S tier like Maxwell thinks it is. After its nerfs, it got a damage nerf to Hydra itself. It got a damage nerf to the unique that was using it. It also got a damage nerf from a bug that it was using to gain insane amounts of Ellie Pen that it shouldn't have ever had. So that bug was fixed coming into this patch. And I think it is quite a bit worse than what it was in the prior patch. But I think it's still a pretty good build. It's probably like more like an A tier build now. So that's my thoughts. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it. That's all that matters, is that you're having fun. So if you're having fun with it and it's having a good time, then play it. I mean, we got... Sorry, guys. Losing focus. We have Rhett over here that's playing an Ignite Rive build. So, you know, as long as you're having fun, doesn't matter how bad your build is. Sorry, guys. It's gonna be hard for me to check chat during the boss fight, but I'll catch up on chat here once this is done. Oops, get away from those blood pools there. Avoid all these overlapping projectiles. We can tank a couple of them. I love that this build just auto-kills all of the ads. It just summons a whole bunch of skeletons and they all just like instant die by default. I hope these swirls go away. I can't remember. I think they do. I'd like to get my items that just all dropped over there. Alright, there we go. I think it's clunky as hell and looking to re-roll. So yeah, a lot of people are thinking it's clunky. Yeah, I could see that time. Yeah, this is a good reroll. We've had a few Hydra people come over here and join the Lightning Blasters, and I think they've been having a really good time, man. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you do end up switching, well, fuck you. You came up with it. Yeah, I did help come up with it, but you were set on playing an Ignite build, so love you, Rhett. Doesn't matter how bad your build is. That wording. Yeah. Holla, hey, what's up, Unreal? Welcome, man. I appreciate you being here. He legit told me how bad my planner was last night. Don't worry, he's not a saint. Okay. All right, boys. Don't come at me with a build planner if your build is using Volcanus. That is the most dead weapon out there, and he didn't even really know why he had it on there, okay? I've known it, Rhett for years, so I troll him a lot. Maybe the same because he brings the truth in the world. You filthy paladin. There we go. Do you think low life would work on this build? No, Durst. No, it wouldn't. So that would defeat the purpose of using Twisted Heart. So Twisted Heart gives you ward based on your current amount of health. So if you're always low life, it's going to hardly give you any ward. And then you're going to have to invest into a whole bunch of other stuff for low life. Like you're going to have to sacrifice your chest piece and your boots and your gloves most likely to run low life. And you're just going to lose a giga ton of damage doing that. So I would not recommend doing low life on this build. Back pinch, check if any of those are slammable. All right, let's check what Alex. Did you whisper me, man? I don't see any whispers on there. Can you send them through to me again, just in case they didn't come through? What lenses are you using in your telescopes, and what prophecies are you picking up? Sure, let's do it. We just finished a boss kill. Let's take a look at the lenses. I don't like to really roll these on stream too much, just because it gets boring. But I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering how you set stuff up. So it depends what you're trying to target farm. I'll show you where to target farm everything. So if you want a really easy Enigma, this is the best way to do that too. So you go over here to get your prophecies. If you're wanting an Enigma, where's it at? Enigma's the east side. So you're going to hit the east section for Enigma. So it's going to be the red section. How I have it set up, so I would actually change this now that I hit rank 10, especially. So let me show you how I would set this up. So if you don't know, you'll go over here to your the vendor. You're going to go to greater lenses, and you're going to pick up these two purple guys. This is going to cost a lot of favor. So this number right here. So you're going to want to only do this like once or twice a day, and you're going to need probably like 200,000 favor. So you can just use other lenses if you don't have a lot of favor to be able to set this up. So what you'll do is you'll go over here, you'll buy two of these guys. So that's 80% more cost, so more favor of all prophecies, but they offer twice as many uses before expiring. So a lot of the prophecies will give you like 3 uses. So this is going to up them to like 6 uses. So you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. Then the other one is 90% more cost. So again, just multiplying that cost a lot of all prophecies, but they offer double the rewards on completion. I can get something to drop like 16 offhands. So those are really good. And then the other one I would do for the offhands is I would just go over here to the catalyst node where it says 20% increased chance to find the catalyst and grab that. So once you have both of these, you'll go over here. You'll go to the east side because this is the one that drops the offhands. I'm going to pull these guys out, and then I'm going to slot these guys in. Okay, so now we have these. We have the reduced chance for arena is fine. I thought I had an offhand in there because of the icon, but that's actually fine too. And then what you'll do is you'll just keep clicking reroll. Also, if you don't already, I would have these two things checked. It's going to make finding them a lot easier. You're just going to keep hitting reroll until you find an offhand that has the orange barrier. And then what you need to do is look at the condition. So this says arena tier 4. I don't want to touch arenas. Arenas suck. So I'm just going to keep rerolling. It might take me a little bit longer to find an offhand just because I don't have it slotted. All right, so we got offhand. Arena tier 4. Don't want it. You want to try to find it with activities you're already going to be doing. Okay, right here is a perfect one. So the event, we need to kill an exiled mage. We're already farming for exiled mages, so that's perfect. Monolith, corruption 300. So those are the conditions. I'm hitting both of those. So it says fulfilled 0 out of 2 times. So I'm going to be able to complete this twice, and every time I kill those mages, it's going to drop 6 unique offhand catalysts. So that would be really good. So I would grab stuff like that. The other ones you're going to look for, so you have like exiled mages, killing a random boss, so the condition is blank and it just says kill boss, killing rare monsters, killing a specific type of rare monster, like the snake ladies, like the diamond matrons, I think they're called. There's one for like ogres. So the specific rare monsters, those are going to be random as you're going through the monolith. You're going to run into them eventually. Or like if it says one of the monoliths you're already farming, like the Emperor of Corpses, that's the Reign of Dragons boss. Or if you're farming for Spell Leech, that's going to be Raya out of the Black Sun. So just look for stuff you're already going to be encountering. If you need idols, you're going to do the same setup So I haven't done it since I was able to upgrade the lenses. So you're going to grab the same 2 purple lenses, and then you're going to grab one of these that says 15% chance per rank to find large idols, and you're just going to re-roll until you find those same things. So this is for large idols right here. It's for a Death of Chronomancer Jewelra. That's the dungeon that you use to upgrade items to a legendary. You're going to be doing that, so you can pick that up. The last one, the one I'm doing right now, I'm looking for rings and amulets. So I have it set up already for this. And then I just have a 100% reduced chance for prophecies to have arena events because I hate doing arena. So I'm just looking for these little purple ring icons. So T4 Jewelra, that's not bad. Deaths of Rare Enemy at 140 corruption. That's awesome. I'm going to pick that up. Let me just check, guys. Sorry. Volcanus, yeah. Any changes since the original build because you were stacking so much ward? I'm currently at 300 corruption. Unreal, if you put exclamation point build, I updated the build command on Twitch. Hey bro, so I'm taking Flame Rush 1. By the way, what happened to the 2P Lidl? It bricked, man. I hit cast speed and freeze rate. But yes, I am taking Flame Rush now. Awesome, thank you for the clear explanation. Yeah, no worries, man. This is a weird mechanic that I feel like a lot of people aren't actually showing. So this is how I farm stuff. So this is on the Soulfire Bastion dungeon. I'm not going to do that. So Arena, not going to do it. Age of Winter timeline, I'm not farming that timeline. So I'm going to keep rolling. Don't go out of your way to do these. Get stuff you're already going to do. Like Death of Exiled mages at 100 corruption. I do that. Fallout Outcast, I'm not doing that one. So I'm picking that up. All right. I'm out of favor because I already rolled this morning. But you can literally that. Thanks for the sub on YouTube, guys. But if you did want the current planner now, I would head over to the Twitch chat and just type in exclamation point build, and that will give you the up-to-date planner. So my Twitch is the same thing as my YouTube. It's just Pinching Loaf. Hey, Arsifer, thanks for the follow, man. How's it going? Do we get a passive point at level 101? Just hitting 100 last night, was wondering. No, the XP bar just fills up once you hit 100. It'll stop somewhere around like 95% or something like that, and then it'll just stay there. I got a 2 LP Siphon of Anguish and slammed 11 in and raw HP. Nice, Dan. I did change up the Siphon, sadly. So if you look at the update field, I don't use Siphon anymore because they added a cap stack to Mad Alchemist Ladle. So we don't need the Doom Chance on it, but it can still be a good ring until you can get like a good Opal ring with in on it. Got it. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no worries, Dern. No audio? Oh, don't say that, Easy. Easy, try refreshing the stream. No way, dude. God, fucking damn it. Hey guys, let me know if that's working for the audio. Refresh the stream. If you guys are on Twitch and the audio is having issues, refresh the stream. I just plugged my mic back in, so hopefully that's working. Yeah, just refresh that. I hope that works for you guys. Sorry for the stream issues today, guys. All right, let's go back to farming, guys. Okay, we're gonna attempt to shade. Shades are really rough right now at this corruption level. Pretty much any of their abilities will almost one-shot you when you get to super high corruptions. So it's really RNG depending on what kind of shade we get. We're going to kill them eventually, but I just have to play perfect. I'm just hoping I don't lose all the Gaze of Orobyss I farmed, because that's going to give us 27 corruption. So if we die, we're only going to get 7 when we finally kill them. So I'm going to try to focus up here, boys, and get this kill. Just keep that in mind. Build works totally good against killing single target bosses when you're not at like 800 and almost 50 corruption. So it's just because we're pushing way farther than you ever really need to in this game. All right, got our stuff set up. We're gonna try to get some ward going here beforehand. Place our barrier. Okay, let's see what we got here. What kind of shade are we working with? All right, so we got laser. Oh, dude, I hate this one. All right, so we have the void pools. The void pools make it really hard to stack our ward because they're constantly fucking us. So we're gonna try our best here. I died. Yeah, I got stunned over and over. I don't know if you heard those tinking sounds, but yeah, these void pools are literally the worst mod. Because he sends them out like every 10 seconds, and they will follow you and just explode over and over. We're gonna have to do a different void. That one's not doable at this corruption. It's just it breaks the fucking game, dude. So yeah, it's just bad RNG. I probably should have just teleported out to try to save my gazes. So let's go find another guy. Even after the refresh? Fuck, dude. Let me try this. One second, guys. Alrighty, guys. Let me know if the audio is working on Twitch now. I turned off my sound suppressor, so I apologize if it's picking up more noise than it normally does. Let me know if that's working for you. Try refreshing the stream. Let me know if still no audio. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna see if I can limit some of my USB devices. I think that's what's causing the issue. Give me one moment here so I can fix Twitch. Okay, Twitch boys. Go ahead and refresh the stream, see if that's working. I unplugged one of my USB devices that isn't necessary to run the stream, and I'm hoping that helps because I think it's having some issues with some of the USBs and specifically my mic. So I hope that helps, guys. Still no audio on Twitch, dude. It's so annoying, Shuda, because we crashed yesterday on stream, and then when I tried to boot back stream, I wasn't able to get Twitch audio working, and then when I rebooted stream, YouTube wouldn't work at all, and then Twitch was totally fine the rest of the day. So maybe it's my Streamlabs. Maybe I need to re-download Streamlabs or something. Still no audio. What the fuck, dude? Alrighty, let me try troubleshooting a little bit more, guys. I apologize. We need to get Twitch going though, because that's where most people are at. Okay. Any audio? How's it looking? I'm gonna refresh my Twitch side here. Yeah, connections and everything looks fine. It does sound a crackling sound, then the Twitch stream does the spinning wheel shortly. Do you think it's my connection maybe? It's losing connection temporarily, and then when it comes back online, something goes off hardware device configuration wise. Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. I blue screened yesterday for the first time ever on this PC during live. Twitch is still muted. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I don't know what to do other than, like, restarting the stream with my PC or something. It says it's pulling up. It's obviously working on the YouTube side. It's just the Twitch. Guys, I'm gonna try to reboot the stream really quick. It should only take me like 20 seconds. I'm gonna put it in the chat too for Twitch. Rebooting stream. Refresh in 1 minute. Okay. Guys, I'm just gonna reboot the stream really quick. It should auto pull up. You might just have to refresh your stream there on YouTube.